Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Morrisseau from CZT Cherryl Moote. This is a really neat, unique tangle. And I highly recommend take a look at the link under for more inspiration. So that way you can kind of read the story, read about the inspiration of this tangle. And see some lovely artwork, which will give you other ideas on how you could finish this off and just other ideas on how to do it. This is one of those that I usually have to take a little bit of a deep breath on because it's more freeform, but that's what I'm working on through Zentangle. All right, so this starts off with just some shapes. And she said simple shapes, which is so funny because when I did my step out, you'll notice on my step out, my shapes are jagged because somewhere I must have just made something up in my head. I don't know. Because she wrote, because I went back to look, it says simple shapes connected by smooth lines. And somewhere I saw jagged in there. And so I just thought, okay. And so I made my lines look like as if I had a bit too much coffee. But then when I went back to look at it, I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't really look that bad. So this is just a case in point of there are no such things as mistaken Zentangle. So if you have a shaky hand or whatever, or you've had too much coffee when you did it, you see it still ends up looking okay. So, and what I love about it, and from seeing the pictures, they don't. It's similar to why we use the word orb instead of circle, because I always say circle just implies too much pressure. An orb is just an orb. It's however it is. So you just draw shapes, larger size shapes, and maybe just some to start with, and then we're just going to connect them. And the way on her step out, I believe I'm interpreting this correctly, because her step 2 has like a I don't know what a 3. It's like an equal sign, but it has three straight lines and then a shape like this. And I'm thinking, okay, we want to connect them, but not maybe connect them with straight lines, but with curved lines. I think she was just highlighting what that connector looks like. And so it's kind of like this, and it's a bit of the takeoff and land concept. So meaning I'm going to trace a little bit over here, adding a little bit of a curve. When I land here, I'm going to also land with a little bit of a curve. So that way it's not like, oh, just two straight lines. And that creates kind of an angle in there that we wouldn't want to have. You could, if you end up doing it though, because like this one is not so great. I mean, you can kind of add in a little rounding in there, and that will, make it a little smoother. And then the other side, and it looks like these, kind of go together. And then you could just fill in that little bit. On my step out, I was interpreting it as, kind of a thicker line. And as you can see, it doesn't matter when I'm looking at the artwork and samples. It, however it strikes you to do. All right, and let's do one diagonal here. And and if it helps to turn your tile for that little curve bit, and tracing over makes it a little thicker than just, if I'm using an 01 micron pen. And then let's see, we'll just connect these two. Oh, here's another thought. Something that you can do. So like when I end, sometimes they're kind of sloppy. So, we can take care of that just like so. And make that your beginning. Now, it doesn't help when it's way up here, although, once so they're all connected. And you can connect them however you want to. I did not notice though, like that she necessarily had anything that crossed. But of course, that doesn't matter. That's okay. So, the last step that she has, which I added on mine, is here's your shape. Then you can add some things to it. I'd really like to get rid of that little piece that's right there. So, oh, why don't I just draw a little bit? Oh, and there I did it there too. So I'm going to just connect them like this. I love Zentangle. And then you can, if you want to do some inside, let's move over to this one. Oh, maybe we'll put 2 in here. As I saw one that had 2. Oh, this is going to look like 2 eyeballs. Oh, it's going to look like glasses if I connect them right there. Okay, I'm going to. I was like, oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, I should. Yes, I'm going to. Oh, wait, there'll be glasses this way. Oh, but look at, I made that little thing there. Okay, well, they might not. I was going to put 2 up here disconnecting, but I want to get rid of that more than I want to make them be like glasses. And well, why don't we connect this one right here too? And so this one, you can just have fun and, you know, and do whatever way. So you can draw a big orb here. Some of them are not necessarily connected. But, you know, if I continue to do my endings like this, then they're all going to be connected because I want to get rid of that. You know, and so it's just having fun. And you know, in any shape. Let's see, and if I should have ended it there, but that's okay. But again, I think the key on this is having them kind of curve in. I just felt like, oh, I did that more kind of straight. But like I said, you can come back with the rounding and just, you know, touch up a little bit just so it's, you know, merging in. You know, and then we can connect this one to right here if we want. So it's kind of fun. It's, you know, it's on the organic lines where we have something that grows off of itself. This one, it kind of does. It's just in a different way. Just really neat. And it's, you know, and then it's kind of like, oh, well, let's just, you keep going and see, well, how does this feel? Am I done? Am I not done? Okay, this one looks like an avocado. I don't even like avocado, but that's just funny. So then, of course, you know, as you see on the samples, oh, actually, I'm not gonna add color right now, but there, I saw some neat ideas. So you could do like other tangles in between. No, you know, I'm gonna let you explore, and I'm gonna leave this one as it is. But you know, so you could draw lines, like I said, add color, whatever you want to do, and you know, and shading. Actually, most of these, they do not look necessarily shaded. It's just kind of flat, but you could always add shading in. And you know, well, and, you know, and with, you know, the gems phase is still, you know, or craze, I mean, is kind of still there. So I'm picturing, oh, we could have some fun making some dewdrops or some, you know, or just some gem-like looking things out of this. That would be fun. If you've seen them and you want to know an easy way to do it, I do have a video. I think it was titled Gems, and then in parentheses Heather's Way. Because, well, you just have to watch it. But I think if you just search my channel for gems, you should be able to find it. And if you have a trouble, leave me a comment, and I will, you know, I can send you a link. So anyway, what an interesting tangle that this is, and can house other tangles or just be as it is. So wonderful. And let's see, what else do I want to tell you? Oh, in the description section, I mentioned the step outs, for more inspiration. Below that, ways to connect with me if you're enjoying these videos and you'd like to maybe attend a live class, online, of course. Unless you're in Southeast Michigan, but I'm really enjoying the online more than anything. So, so that's really cool. But would love to have you. Information is on my website. Links are below the step outs. Also, if you enjoyed, would love to have a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would love it. You know, be my honor, actually, if you were to subscribe to the channel. And if you do, make sure to hit the notification bell so that way you can decide how you want to be notified, if you want to be notified at all. And with that, again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I wish you happy tangling.